Hadyr Koumakpai. I think you are the Africa Sales Director for Solar and someone who has a very extensive career and in the sector. So I'm very pleased to have you here today. So how are you doing, my friend?
Very good, Tony. I'm very good. How about you?
Oh, same old, but it's all good. Excellent, good. So before I'm asking you those first three questions, they're very short. I just wanted to give you the chance to briefly introduce yourself to the students, the people that will be listening to you.
Okay, hi, my name is Hadyr Koumakpai. I work for Solar for over 2 years now. And in the past, I have been working for numbers of companies in the industry and every time focused in Africa so far.
Excellent, that's good. So you are one of the rare guys that I know in the sector who obviously has a prominent role for a major manufacturer. And it'd be interesting to find out, how did you get into the sector? What is your journey?
Well, I would say it's more of a kind of feeling, you know. In my first time when I hear the word renewable energy, I can say that was it was when I was still in the mining industry, right? I had been when I was still a student translating for the mining industry, when some mines decide to a bit move toward a clean energy. You know, the mine is not like the clean business. Some people say sometimes, I don't know why, but the company that I was working for and I was translating for wanted to move a little bit towards something more clean. So they decide, and the name in Chinese is Kozai Shan Nangyuan. So it's like a no-stop newborn energy, you know, literally translating, but which is basically mean renewable energy. So I was not used to that word, you know, but when I check it, I understand that is some energy which never finished. So like quite interesting, you know, that way I start to be very interested in that in that particular sector, I can say. And I mean, with the chance I get to be involved in some major project, and then I start my journey from there.
Okay, that's actually quite interesting. So did you encounter? So Hadyr, obviously, I wanted to know, did you encounter many challenges throughout this journey?
Well, a lot, because, you know, at the early days, I think back in 2009, 10 or so, when the first time when I was bringing some solar kit to Africa, I mean, it was just from the mines company still. When we was promoting the kit in different regions, even in the city in Africa, I mean, the price was far way higher. I can tell you the truth. A lot of wealthy person even was not able to afford that price. So in beginning, to convince the people about new renewable energy, about solar system, solar kit was a nightmare. So you understand, it has been a very challenging period. I mean, at my early year of my career, telling people about the solar panels, and, you know, they look at you like, what is that? You know, we have electricity here. You know, sometimes where it works in a place where they have no electricity is amazing, but still, and they could not just accept the price that it was going for was like a gold.
Whoa, I think that's very interesting, because it's funny. I have the exact same experience whereby when you start talking about renewable energy and you realize that so I was just saying that the experience that you share, it's quite familiar with what I have had as well, right? Whereby, you know, it was back in early 2010s, you know, start talking about renewables energy, engaging people, and you could see that the awareness was definitely not up to scratch, meaning that you had like a very hard job studying pretty much anything. And this is the reason that decided us to say, hey, we need to maybe have a platform where we first, you know, educate people what it's all about, or at least contribute to educating people to what it's all about, and hopefully open up the market for us. So I was just quite pleased, because with what you said, it sort of matches a bit. So couple of questions very quick, and then we're going to wrap up this first part of the interview. So when you were talking about your experience in that people could not believe the price of the solar product. What year was it roughly, would you say?
I think that was in 2009. I think so. 2009.
Okay.
2009. Yeah.
Excellent. Like I said, so same story here. And
Yeah.
the last question for this first part. So, what would you say to people who want to enter the industry? Because obviously, people listening to this program, many of them want to enter the industry. What are the skills that they need?
Well, it's hard to say about what one person needs. You know, the industry is massive, and I think each person has to be good in what they are doing. What I mean, how they have to be good, they have to have like kind of very high standard. You know, a bit of looking for perfection, non-stop perfection actually in what you are doing, and a high level of responsibility. Imagine, in the industry you have engineer, you have marketing, you have installers, you have accountant. You don't want to miss up at any level. Like assume, like, for instance, you have even a logistics team and you are not delivering on time to your customer. It's already a very huge level of accountability. And what is the responsibility of the people play around? So it's not let's say a one show man game, it's a team game. So each person on this game, they need to have a very, very high responsibility and kind of, let's say, perfection driving mentality. And out of that, the industry is very, very competitive, and the thing is, there's still a lot of place for everyone to get something done, but it's super competitive. And then, the head, let's assume every team has a head. The head needs to be a super good listener. And in that industry, there is a kind of analysis. Maybe you are not the one, but you need to have somebody who could do that role for you. Or maybe you should also have, like, think everything out of the box. It's very interesting industry so far. Very interesting.
Excellent. So I'm sure people will appreciate what you say, because like I say, you have a very extensive career in the sector so far, and you barely just starting, because I'm sure you have another 20, 30 years probably ahead of you. So Hadyr, it was good to be talking to you for this first part. In the second part, we're going to be talking more about the implementation step. So stay tuned and don't move. But thank you already